Hello everyone, Juicebags here, and welcome back to Minecraft Tekkit for 1.5.1. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit more work on my missile silo. In fact, I'm going to do a little bit of speed building, as I don't want to bore you guys to tears, but I do want to show you the process. Now, that's a missile silo, so I'm going to be doing some flying. So anyone that thinks that I am an intolerable cheater, feel free to click away and watch someone else's video, because there's no way in hell I'm going to spend all the time it takes to do this missile silo the proper way when I can very easily type /fly and get it done much quicker. Anyway, first things first, you see I got orange juice production back in full swing. The lovely juice is flowing. But one of the problems I'm starting to have is I am just developing an excessive amount of trash. I'm getting just a ridiculous amount of stuff, and I really want to put some sort of a garbage disposal in. Now, I know there's a lot of ways to make that happen, but in the true nature of Tekkit, I've got to automate the process. So let's go ahead and put down a little garbage disposal here. We're going to start off just with a chest. And I'm going to go with wooden transport pipes coming out of either side. Of course, we're going to need some redstone engines on top of there. A couple of levers. And we're just going to throw some void transport pipes in the ends. Now, eventually I probably will end up putting in one of the much easier garbage disposals, something with some lava that I can just toss stuff into. Something perhaps behind a lovely little painting or something. Speaking of paintings, I got my first painting up. This is my first wall decor. I figured since I was having so many creeper issues out here, I had better get myself a little honorary creeper picture up. And there we go. That's painting number one. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out this garbage disposal in action here. Let's see, what can I get rid of? There's some cobblestone that I don't need. And let's watch it go. You see it's pumping out of each side and into the void pipes and off to Never Never Land. So, you know, obviously not the most basic garbage disposal, as you can just put a pool of lava and throw all your goodies into it. But, as I mentioned, I thought in the true nature of Tekkit, I might as well do it in an automated process. So I can just come on up, dump any trash I want into the chest, and away it will go into the void. So let me take a little nap and get a day started fresh here. Oop, monsters nearby. Uh-oh. Go downstairs into the basement here and take a nap. Won't have to worry about those monsters then. Alright. Now, as I mentioned in that last episode, that quarry to the left is all done. It's dug all the way down to the bedrock. Let's run over here and take a quick peek. So I basically tore that quarry up, and it is now a very big swimming pool. How are we doing over here on the fishery? We still got juice. Very little. I'm going to have to bring out a new redstone energy cell here at some point. Well, you see we got just a ton of fish. Better keep some cooked fishes. Now, I'm still just running into a ton of creepers out here during the day when I come up, and constantly having to repair the grass. Luckily, it's just the dirt, so no big deal. So I'm definitely going to have to do something about those damn creepers soon. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. But anyway, let's take a look up top. We've got our very large luxury 64 block wide swimming pool going all the way down to the bedrock. I don't think I'm going to do anything else with that now. And you see this one is cutting in. It's getting pretty deep. You can see the arm extends very far down. It is to the point where I'm starting to get diamonds out of that quarry as well, so I'm excited to see that. Now, with the the design I've kind of chosen on my silo for my spaceship, I basically burned just about everything out of that first quarry. So I'm going to have to put an additional quarry in, but I want to streamline the process a little and maybe having everything being sorted and going straight into a pulverizer and then an induction smelter. But you see, I've done a little bit of work out here. I'm going to have stained glass all the way around. I've just got regular glass here for the moment, as I haven't... I've got all the stained glass now to finish it out, but I haven't gotten out and finished this up yet. And then up top, I would really like to have some sort of maybe retractable roof or something that I can control from the bottom when it's launch time. Now, eventually I want to put an elevator in going down here too. You see how we got things started? For the time being, instead of putting an elevator in, I made a parachute, as that there's a lot of up and down. Let me go ahead and head on down and show you what we've done here on the bottom. I basically got this room just dug out a little bit, an iron floor. I think I'm going to put the tanks right here along this wall and store all that fuel down here. I've got some floodlights in to illuminate it. And then this 3x3 area here in the middle is going to be my launch pad. So my spaceship's going to be able to launch directly up out of the center. Now, I did expand the hole a little. I expanded it by 2 blocks. So originally I had the landmark set at 8x8, which left a 7x7 quarry. I expanded it out 2 more blocks, so it is now a 9x9 quarry. And that gives me a little bit more room. I don't have to worry about my spaceship smashing into a wall or anything. I'm hoping it's going to come up out of here clean, but that is yet to be determined, of course. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this built out. Alright, so there is the start of my missile silo, or rocket silo, I should say. Won't be launching any missiles out of this one. It's going to be my spaceship. So the underground spaceship silo. Now you notice I had to mix and match a little bit with the blocks. I do have all the floodlights in, and they're all turned on and working. The reason I didn't bother switching them is I'm more than fine with them just staying on all the time. Now I started off with tin blocks and had to move over to silver blocks. I had substantially more silver than tin, so I didn't have enough silver, however, to do the whole thing. So since they were relatively close, I will come back in and replace those tin blocks out with silver blocks once I get a couple more quarries pumping. But there is the rocket silo. We're going to launch right out of here. We're down there deep. I'm all the way down to looks like layer 14. So down quite a ways. I'm really hoping that my missile launches out of there cleanly. Now, if you do decide to build a missile silo, or any sort of rocket silo such as this, I strongly suggest making a parachute. As you see, I've got mine. It's the answer to all those unwanted deaths. Luckily, I was smart enough to get my parachute made. Parachute, of course, is just 3 canvas and 3 string. Now mine had to be orange, so I had to bust out a little rose red dandelion yellow to get it turned orange. But there is the start of it. I'm going to have some sort of a retractable ceiling, something. I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to do up top here yet. But as you see, there it is. And then, of course, with the parachute, you can just jump right on down to the bottom and land unharmed. So now the next thing I need to do is figure out what I'm going to do with my tanks here. I need to get that fuel pumped down here, which I believe I'm going to have to use some liquid tesseracts, as that's just a long way. I've got a ton of liquid duct, but there's no way I have enough to make it all the way down here. So let's go ahead and start working on those tanks. Alright, so we're good to go, ready to start pumping some fuel. As we see, it is dark out, very, very dark and scary. So I want to go take a nap, get the sunlight up again. Alright, there we go. I hear you burning away up there, Skellies. Once those redstone engines heated up on that garbage disposal, my god, it was just, the stuff was just flying out of it. Once these guys were at full speed. So it drains that chest pretty darn quickly if you do have any junk you want to get rid of. But let's get out here and take a look at these tanks. Alright, so what do I want to do here? I'm going to need to put a redstone signal ahead of them to tell them it's time to go. And you see I've got a liquid tesseract. We're just going to pop that bad boy right on the end there. And let's see, what can we do here? See, I need my wrench. Let's get all these guys turned so they are ready to go. And let me set this set a channel up for this tesseract. This one's going to be channel 3, and we're just going to call it fuel. Alright, so that one is good to go. I'm going to go ahead and turn the redstone signal requirement off, and this one is going to be send only. And let's go down and hop down to the bottom and get our other side set up. I don't want to turn these on yet because I don't want to risk losing that fuel, as I have got my refinery torn down for the moment. So let me head on down to the bottom. Alright, so I am back, and down below Now, as I mentioned, I think I'm going to put the tanks right along this wall here. See, I'm not going to be able to fit all the fuel, am I? So I may have to raise the height of the ceiling just a touch. Whoops. Give me my tank back. Now, why is that one not going? That's strange. There we go. So now, actually, there's 6, I believe up top there were 6 tall, and there's 5 of them. So let's go ahead and get these bad boys hooked together with some liquid duct. And then we'll throw just throw the tesseract right here. You know what, I wonder, I'm not certain if this is going to work. I may need to put a wooden waterproof pipe there. I'm not positive. But let's get it on the correct signal, which is fuel. It's live. This one's going to be receive only. Let me go ahead and turn that redstone signal off. And that looks like a pretty good little storage area. So with my rocket pad here, I could put the fuel loader. Let's see, this is going to be my rocket pad. And I don't have it made yet, obviously, but just to get the dimensions. It gives me 2 squares on each side. So I could put my fuel loader, say right there, and just run the fuel right over to it. So that should work out fine. Now I'm going to have to create a little bit more room down here for my NASA workbench. But let's go ahead and run back up top and see if this is going to work. I'm hoping so. Let's see, we got some redstone torches here. See, they're all out. It looks like it's all flooding in, no problem. So let's go back down to the bottom here and check and see if they're filling. Hopefully they're filling. Okay, they are. Awesome. I was a little concerned with whether or not I was going to lose any fuel using the tesseracts. But it appears it's going to be fine. So I've got some fuel storage that's out of the way. See, they're 5 high. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 5 high and 5 wide. So that's 25. Up top, I believe there were 6 high and 4 wide. I better take another peek here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 6 high and 4 wide, so that will be ample storage for the fuel. Can't wait to get this big ugly eyesore out of the way here, as I'd love to get something else going over here. Now, let's see if I lost any fuel. I'm going to go ahead and jump forward to the point where these tanks are drained and see. I shouldn't have lost any fuel. Let me see the old tree farm going in the background. It's only doing 1 tree a day now because I'm not putting. I haven't made any more fertilizer, but it's still hard at work. Yeah, they're draining slowly, but let's get to the point where those are drained all the way. Alright, so there we go. The tanks drained all the way through the tesseract, and it looks like I didn't lose any. I was concerned I was going to lose some fuel, of course, but I have got just a ton of fuel saved up. So we are in good shape there. And it looks like we're going to be good to go to start actually building some of our gear. Of course, I'm going to need to build the spaceship, which I haven't done yet. Still need to build the launch pad, and then I also need to get my oxygen setup complete. I did the creative mode tutorial on it, just to kind of get a feel for how it all works. So I'm excited to get that started. I'm also going to put another quarry in, and as I mentioned, I'm going to automate the smelting process, get it going right into a pulverizer and then into an induction smelter. I'm probably going to hold off until this quarry is complete. I apologize for all the flying this episode, but dealing with that silo with no elevator, it was too much for me. Let's see what we got going. Oh wow, 17 diamonds there now. I haven't tapped into this side yet. I've drained those 4 chests. Another 18 there, that's 35 diamonds. Another 5, there's 40. And another 4, there's 44 diamonds. I think I got like 48 out of the quarry to the left. Take a quick nap here. Yeah, it was 48 or 58, I believe, out of the quarry on the left. But it looks like this quarry is going to be producing. Another lucky placement. Now I do need... I blew, using all the silver blocks and the tin blocks on that silo. I basically blew everything that came out of this quarry here. So that was quite an expenditure. I do have quite a bit saved up from this quarry, which I have yet to smelt and turn into bars, or ingots. So I've got a little bit left in me before we need to get started. I'm going to need quite a few Invar ingots. I've still got some of those stored up. You get some more fishes. Make sure I got plenty to eat when supper time comes rolling around. But it looks like the silo is just about complete. I obviously need to put the building up around it. I will do that offline. And that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this episode of Minecraft Tekkit for 1.5.1. So thanks for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be off the next couple of days, so there's going to be some more Minecraft coming real soon. Hopefully I have another video up tomorrow. Would be awesome. But thanks again.